Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of Today's Youth. My name is Ahmed Nader, and tonight we'll be focusing on a group project by the students from the Faculty of Arts at Ain Shams University, and more specifically in the Media Science and the Mass Communication Department, focusing on the Egyptian Space Agency, on the initiative of the asteroid of Egypt with the name of Al-Rihla, or the journey. We will be having more information about this group project through the graduates now. Yahya Ahmed and Maryam Ismail, thank you very much for being with us tonight. Maryam, first of all, how did you come up with the name Al-Rihla?
Me and my team decided to think about a name that will be a story behind what we do in every step.
Yes.
So we felt that Rihla is like the journey that we will go through in the space agency.
سمعت قبل كده عن وكالة الفضاء المصرية. وكالة الفضاء المصرية ظهرت على أرض الواقع سنة 2018 بهدف نقل علوم الفضاء وتوطينها وامتلاك القدرات الذاتية لبناء الأقمار الصناعية وإطلاقها من الأراضي المصرية. لو أنت مهتم بعلوم الفضاء فأكيد سمعت عن مكتب التايكو، ولو ما سمعتش احنا هنقول لك. التايكو هو مكتب دعم الابتكار ونقل وتسويق التكنولوجيا، وهو نتاج التعاون بين أكاديمية البحث العلمي ووكالة الفضاء المصرية اللي تم في 5 فبراير 2020. مكتب التايكو بيتكون من 3 مكاتب رئيسية. 1. مكتب نقل التكنولوجيا TTO، وهو مسؤول عن دعم المشاريع البحثية اللي بتجيله وبيدعمها مادياً ويحول الفكرة لمنتج تسويقي. 2. مكتب المنح والتعاون الدولي جايكو، وهو مسؤول عن توفير المنح للمشاريع البحثية اللي بيدعمها مكتب نقل التكنولوجيا ودعم الابتكار. 3. مكتب براءة الاختراع والملكية الفكرية تسك، وهو مسؤول عن حماية الملكية الفكرية بمساعدة الجهة المختصة. وإنجازات مكتب التايكو ما اقتصرتش بس على الإنجازات العلمية، في كمان إنجازات ترفيهية، ومنها مسلسل حلم الفضاء، وهو مسلسل رسوم متحركة بيبسط علوم الفضاء وبيقدمها بطرق شيقة، بيستهدف الأطفال من عمر 8 إلى 16 سنة. في 16 فبراير 2020 وفي مركز إعداد القادة شارك مكتب التايكو في الاحتفال المميز بيوم الفضاء المصري من خلال عرض أهم الأفكار البحثية المطروحة اللي بتخدم أهداف الوكالة وبتتفق مع خطة مصر الفضائية في السنين اللي جاية. وضم الاحتفال معرض بيه منتجات خاصة بالوكالة ومنتجات تانية خاصة بطلبة الجامعة، بالإضافة إلى ورش عمل استهدفت محبي الفضاء من مراحل عمرية مختلفة. وده غير مشاركة مكتب التايكو في معرض القاهرة الدولي للكتاب من خلال عرض كتب عن الفلك وعلوم الفضاء وكتب تلوين للأطفال. قدر مكتب التايكو إنه يستمر في فترة الحظر من خلال عمل مسابقات أونلاين مختلفة زي مثلا مسابقة علوم الفضاء. ولو انت من ضمن طلاب المدارس او الجامعات تقدر تقدم في معسكر الفضاء الصيفي من خلال صفحتهم على فيسبوك وتستفاد من الورش المختلفة. قدرت وكالة الفضاء المصرية انها تخترق عالم الفضاء وتحقق انجازات كتيرة في مدة قليلة من خلال برنامج الفضاء الوطني اللي بيتم تنفيذه بالتوازي مع خطة مصر للتنمية المستدامة 2030. ولسه الرحلة ما انتهتش.
This means that you had to gather information about the Space Agency of Egypt because I think it is relatively new
Yes,
at the new administrative capital.
Yeah.
We didn't really know about specific space technologies.
Yeah.
So when we went there, it was really helpful of them giving us several workshops about space and new technologies and the recent innovations. So it was really helpful of them. We knew about space recent projects and how satellites can work and how they launch these satellites. So it helped us a lot in doing this program.
We recently had a satellite that was launched into space,
Yes,
the Ninesat once again. So what information did you gather about that?
We went to the space agency and they showed us the place that Nilesat will go through the space. We were very amazed and we were proud that this will happen here in Egypt in a very professional way. So it was like they took us a tour into every lab there and every project they did, they talked about it. We were very proud and we're proud that we worked in this. We were part of this.
Yahya and Mariam will be taking a quick break and we'll be returning once again to you on Today's Youth, so stay tuned. Welcome back. You're still watching Today's Youth with Yahya Ahmed and Mariam Ismail. Mariam, of course, we spoke about Al-Rihla, the journey, how it started with the Egyptian Space Agency. What is the purpose of naming it Al-Rihla? So, what were the main information for you that were beneficial for your career after graduation?
The main benefits I took is to work with a team. Each one of them are very, they want to do the best, they want to work as much as they can. Every one of them has a certain hobby that benefits the project. This is the first benefit I took. The second thing is I learned how to market for a project, and this is the main aim for the project. Yeah,
so what was your role, Yahya?
Yeah, my role was also about marketing and social media for the project. Also the information gathering, and so we can publish the project in the full form after Yusuf Amr doing the motion graphics for the project.
So you gathered information for about 2 weeks or a month about the Space Agency, or a certain project within the Space Agency of Egypt?
The Egyptian Space Agency, and specifically the Tycho office in the Egyptian Space Agency.
The main aim for the project was to make people know about the Egyptian Space Agency?
Exactly.
How did that go? How did you publish on social media? Did you focus on Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube? What did you focus on?
It was mainly on Facebook platform. We did publish a lot of posts involving the Egyptian Space Agency and the Tycho office. Also the space information, general information about space, we didn't actually know about, but we started gathering information and to start doing daily posts about the space and the Egyptian Space Agency and activities of the Egyptian Space Agency, and making people aware of that we have an agency related. Yes, exactly.
So what is the Tycho office?
The Tycho office is a place that collects like 3 offices. It targets the children to know more about space.
Yes. In Egypt?
Yeah, true. They do events, stories, and series for children. That's it.
Yahya, you seem passionate about films and movies and space and all of that. So what were your main hobbies that led you to come up with an idea of 10 or 12 students or graduates now from the faculty that we should be speaking and we should be telling the story of space and Egypt's experience in this field?
Yeah, it's more like when I was young, I didn't really have anything related to the love of space science or anything like that, but since I was a kid, I really loved the space idea, looking at the sky and seeing all these stars and planets and stuff like that. I have been always passionate about it. I have a lot of hobbies aside, but it's not really related about space.
And you never thought about space growing up?
No, I thought about it a lot, and I used to watch like National Geographic and so on. But when I grew up, I don't have enough information about it. That's why I feel like this initiative was very helpful for me to know more about it.
You say that you're passionate about marketing. What led you to go to this field?
Since I was a kid, I decided to work as a marketeer. I love the idea of spreading something that was never known before in a lot of strategies. So this was the main goal for me.
So what was the strategy behind selling the idea of space in Egypt?
We used the strategy of showing, we target the children. So we used to spread this idea by a motion video, not like a real video, and more.
Is it like a cartoon?
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
Space Dream cartoon series in Ramadan 2021.
Yes.
It was broadcasted in several TV channels. It was targeting children from 12 to 18 years old, mainly about a competition, about the winner of this competition. He's going to be the first astronaut, first kid astronaut to go to Mars. So it was really amazing, and children will be influenced a lot about it.
I think it succeeded in reaching
Yes,
children
yes,
and
exactly.
True.
having an emphasis on them.
Yes, exactly.
Impact.
Also, making kids think more about space and knowing more about their country, their world, know more about the things, the environment.
Yes. On the other hand, Mariam, what are your other hobbies? Like, I spoke with Yahya, he likes films, he likes chess, I
Yes.
think,
Yes.
you know, going to the gym. So he has hobbies. What are your hobbies?
My hobbies was still reading and writing. This was my ultimate hobby. I have been reading since I was like since school, like until now. I love reading about everything, especially psychology and marketing.
Yahya, on the other hand, you like video gaming,
Yes,
I think.
video games and esports.
esports. So how did that affect you, positively and negatively? Because we always say that it affects you negatively as a teenager or as maybe a young man.
Yeah. So basically, everything has its advantages and disadvantages. So most of people are going to say, no, video games is harmful. Video games have negatives. All of these words, but in other side, they have a lot of positives. And our new upcoming generations will have more knowledge and more skills about these kind of sports and its advantages, which is like improving your team working and creativity and imagination. Also your
Can it improve team working online?
yes, when
Because
you're
you're
playing
playing
online
alone.
with your friends.
You're playing within a team online.
Yes, exactly. When you're playing with a lot of people online, it can improve your team working and creativity.
But it usually includes violence, for example.
yeah, but
If you're working on a team, because you're not playing football.
yeah, exactly. This may be the disadvantages of some kind of games, but there of course will be some or a lot of positives in these kind of sports. Maybe improving your decision making, because it's only a split second of doing a decision or the other. It can affect the environment of the game. And as we see recently, Dr. Ashraf Sobhi, the Minister of Youth and Sports, he's paying attention to esports recently, and the teams of video games and esports, for example, Occupy Esports and Rad Esports, all of these organizations are paying attention to this kind of sports recently.
On the other hand, you like chess.
Yes.
How did that affect your personality? Because I think it would make you wiser and more patient.
Yeah, it's called the game of kings, because basically chess helps you to use your mind more, how to manage your time, how to being creative about everything, having an aspect about every move you are going to make in the game. So that's why I like chess. I don't really like the other board games. Maybe it depends on luck. That's my...
Not chess.
Yes, exactly. That's
Chess
why I love
depends
chess.
on a plan.
100% on your mind and skills of thinking. That's why I really love this game.
Mariam, throughout 4 years
Yeah.
before graduating, during college, you had activities as well in the summer.
True.
You had in the first summer, in the second summer, in the third summer there was the COVID-19 outbreak, but you
Yeah.
also had a project.
Yes,
So
true.
tell me more about the 3 years
Okay.
between your academic
In my
years.
first year, I decided to work. I entered the college and I told them that I need to work.
So you're 18 or 19?
Yeah,
right?
I was 19.
Yes.
At first they refused because they were very scared that maybe I won't make balance between the studying and working. They thought it's hard, but I decided to challenge myself and work. At first I worked as a supervisor in a studio, fitness studio. And by time I learned how to convince a customer to buy a certain package or do something, do any action. At first I was very shy, I didn't know how to talk, but then by time I found myself that they became my friends and became like, they trust what I say, so they buy anything I say.
You shouldn't be friends with her. She should make you buy everything. Yes.
In my second year, I went to Egypt Air Academy to take a public relations course. It was very useful because I learned how to handle an angry customer or any situation I go through.
Did you want to be a flight attendant?
I wanted, but I have changed my mind. I found myself more passionate and about marketing, not...
It is not an easy job.
Yes, it's true.
Yes.
Yeah. Then in my third year, it was COVID-19. I was sitting at home and then I decided that I will make a project.
You have to sell something.
Yeah.
You have to make money.
So I made my online brand
Oh.
with my sisters, and my mother
For
was very...
clothes?
Sorry?
For clothes?
No, for curly hair products. In this time it was very trendy, so I decided to make a benefit from this trend.
بالتنسيق مع كافة التيارات السياسية الحزبية والشبابية لإدارة